Spokesperson report 523rd in front of the U.S. Embassy in Seoul. The G7 Hiroshima summit is the scene of the planning of nuclear war by the imperialist aggressive forces. First, the declaration of war by the imperialist aggressive forces is rampant at the G7 summit. After intensively planning the aggressive maneuvers against Russia, the G7 leaders recklessly imposed economic sanctions against Russia through the joint statement on May 19th. Specifically, the sanctions include restricting Russia's use of the international financial system, maintaining the price cap policy of Russian origin crude oil and refined oil products, and restricting trade-in and use of the diamond mine, processed or produced in Russia, etc. They show their aggressive nature towards North Korea and China through the G7 leaders' Hiroshima vision on nuclear disarmament. In the statement, with putting pressure on North Korea to denuclearize itself, they said, it is critical that sanctions against North Korea be fully and scrupulously implemented by all states and remain in place, while at the same time interfering China's buildup of its nuclear arsenal and insisting on ensuring transparency. Second, counterattacks by North Korea, China, and Russia are a natural result. On May 19th, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Russia announced that it was banning 500 Americans from entering the country in a response to the anti-Russian sanctions. Chinese President Xi Jinping resolutely proposed to stand firm against external attempts to interfere in domestic affairs of regional countries or instigate color revolutions, and to strive to resolve security conundrums in the region. North Korea revealed that the war in Ukraine is a direct product of the U.S. strategy for pressing Russia, specifically pointing out supporting lethal weapons by the USA and other aggressive forces, and declared, it is high time for the just international community to turn out in high spirits for Russia's victory. Third, the aggressive schemes and war exercises driving to a nuclear war are the signal of the nuclear war in East Asia. During the G7 summit, Nimble Titan, a multinational joint military exercise, is being carried out. In addition, nuclear war exercises against North Korea between the USA, Japan, and South Korea, and the combined joint fires coordination exercise between the USA and South Korea will be developed at the end of May, immediately after the meeting. The aggressive U.S. forces are finally spreading the flames of war in Eastern Europe to East Asia, and Yoon Suk-yeol, an obedient quisling and warmonger, is offering the Korean Peninsula as a nuclear battlefield for the imperialist invaders. Only the South Korean people's uprising against the USA and Yoon Suk-yeol, and the people's struggle against the USA and for the independence across the world can wipe out the US-led imperialist aggressive forces and pro-US, pro-war gangs, including Yoon Suk-yeol, and thus advance the independence and reunification of Korea and peace and stability of the world. May 21st, 2023, in front of the U.S. Embassy in Seoul, spokesperson of Peace of the People's Democratic Party.